Welcome back to Dr. Ryan, the place where we turn science-based health insights into easy, practical steps that genuinely transform your life. Today we're talking about something millions of people struggle with: stubborn belly fat. And not just any weight loss, real fat loss around the midsection, the kind that refuses to budge no matter what diet or workout you try. Belly fat is different from fat in other areas. It's hormonally driven, stress-driven, and strongly tied to insulin. So the key to losing belly fat fast is not endless cardio, not starving yourself, not counting calories, and definitely not eating 6 small meals a day. The truth is far simpler, far deeper, and far more effective once you understand how your body actually works. Most people approach weight loss from the wrong angle. They try to burn calories when what they really need to do is lower insulin. Insulin is the central hormone that determines whether your body burns fat or stores fat. Every time you eat, even something small, you raise insulin. And if insulin is high, your body simply cannot burn belly fat, no matter how clean your diet is or how intense your workouts are. This is why people who snack all day or graze between meals struggle so much. It's not the calories, it's the frequency. The fastest way to lose belly fat is by controlling when you eat and what you eat, so that your insulin stays low for long periods of time. When insulin drops, your body finally switches into fat-burning mode, and the fat on your stomach becomes accessible as fuel. The first step in this process is reducing meal frequency. Instead of eating 5 or 6 times a day, you bring it down to 2 or 3 meals, no snacks in between. When you stop stimulating insulin all day long, you give your metabolism the chance to tap into stored fat. Most people start with 3 meals a day. Once your hunger stabilizes and your metabolism adjusts, you naturally shift toward 2 meals a day. The people who lose belly fat the fastest are often those who get into a rhythm of 2 meals a day because it gives the body long stretches of time to burn fat without interruption. But even if you stick with 3 meals and simply cut out snacking, you've already taken a huge step toward lowering insulin and flattening your belly. Now let's talk about what your meals should actually look like. Protein plays an important role in stabilizing blood sugar and building muscle, but too much lean protein can spike insulin, which slows fat burning. Most people do best with a moderate amount of protein, about 3 to 6 ounces depending on your size, your muscle mass, your age, and your activity level. You don't need as much protein as you may think, and if you're naturally not hungry for protein at a meal, don't force it. Your appetite is your guide. The next key is vegetables, large amounts of them. Vegetables supply the potassium, minerals, and nutrients that keep your cells functioning properly as your body transitions into fat-burning mode. Potassium is particularly important because it helps repair insulin resistance, allowing your cells to respond more effectively to insulin so that your overall insulin level can finally come down. You need around 4,700 milligrams of potassium a day, which sounds like a lot, but you can easily get it through 7 to 10 cups of leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables. A large shallot piled high with greens and topped with healthy fats is one of the simplest ways to achieve this. Vegetables also help clear fat out of the liver, the organ that handles all the incoming fat you burn. If your liver becomes overwhelmed or fatty, your progress slows dramatically. So vegetables are a foundational part of burning belly fat fast. Of course, no discussion about belly fat would be complete without addressing sugar and refined carbs. Bread, cereal, pasta, crackers, pastries, juice, alcohol. These foods spike insulin sharply and instantly, and they sabotage your ability to lose belly fat. Cutting sugar isn't just about losing calories. It's about stopping the hormonal surge that locks fat in place. When you remove sugar and refined carbs, your insulin falls. When insulin falls, your belly shrinks. Healthy fats are another essential part of this process. Fat does not raise insulin, which means you can eat it without blocking fat burning. Healthy fats such as avocados, olive oil, nuts, seeds, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, and fatty fish help you stay satisfied between meals. This makes it easier to avoid snacking and naturally lengthen the fasting window between meals. That stabilizes your appetite and keeps your blood sugar steady. This is one of the biggest secrets to losing belly fat. You need enough healthy fats to carry you from one meal to the next without hunger. Now let's talk about speeding up fat loss even more. Once you have the basics in place, fewer meals, no snacking, low sugar, lots of vegetables, moderate protein, and healthy fats, you can add a few strategic tools to boost your results. Medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, are one of the most effective fat-burning enhancers. They're easy for the liver to convert into ketones, which give you quick energy and help you transition into fat burning faster. MCT oil, or coconut oil, can give you a bump in metabolic flexibility, especially in the early stages of your journey. Potassium, as mentioned earlier, plays a major role in improving insulin resistance. People who struggle with stubborn belly fat almost always have some degree of insulin resistance. Potassium helps correct this imbalance and allows your body to burn fat more efficiently. Apple cider vinegar can also support your fat-burning efforts. The acetic acid in apple cider vinegar helps lower insulin, stabilize blood sugar, and support digestion. Many people take a teaspoon or two in water before meals or before bed to help control the blood sugar response after eating. Chromium is another helpful mineral. It supports blood sugar regulation and can help calm cravings. B vitamins, especially B1, are also important because they support energy metabolism and help your cells process carbohydrates more effectively. Nutritional yeast is an excellent natural source of B vitamins. Another powerful strategy is high-intensity interval training. Short bursts of intense exercise followed by plenty of rest stimulate growth hormone, one of the most potent fat-burning hormones in the body. Growth hormone spikes when you sleep, when you fast, and when you perform short, intense exercise. This combination makes your metabolism far more efficient at burning fat. Speaking of sleep, it's one of the most overlooked fat loss tools. When you sleep, your body regenerates tissues, repairs hormones, and triggers growth hormone. Poor sleep raises cortisol, which directly blocks fat burning and drives fat storage around the midsection. Getting an extra hour of sleep or taking a short nap can accelerate your weight loss more than an extra workout. Recovery is also essential. You can't train intensely every day without giving your body time to heal. If you overtrain, your cortisol rises, your insulin rises, and once again the belly fat stays put. 1. Finally, let's talk about the things that can block fat loss, even when you're doing everything else right. Poor sleep, bloating, digestive issues, menstrual imbalances, chronic stress, Mississippi G, restaurant food, overtraining, and constipation can all slow or stall belly fat loss. 1. Stress is a big one. Chronic stress raises cortisol, and cortisol pushes fat onto your belly. Reducing stress, setting boundaries, spending time in nature, practicing acupressure, or deep breathing, all of these support hormone balance and improve fat loss. 1. Restaurant food is another silent issue. Hidden sugars, seed oils, Mississippi G excessive salt, and unknown ingredients can sabotage your progress even when you think you're eating healthy. Cooking more meals at home gives you control over your ingredients and your insulin. Addressing constipation is also crucial. When waste builds up, toxins circulate longer in the body, slowing metabolism. Restoring gut function makes the entire system run more smoothly, including fat-burning pathways. Belly fat loss is not about willpower. It's not about starving yourself. It's not about eating perfectly clean every minute of the day. It's about understanding hormones, managing insulin, supporting your liver, reducing stress, balancing nutrients, and creating a metabolic environment where your body can burn fat naturally and efficiently. Once you understand how belly fat works, losing it becomes much easier than you ever imagined. Thank you for spending time with me today on Dr. Ryan. If you want more science-backed insights that help you transform your health naturally, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. When you give your body the right conditions, it will always move toward healing, and losing belly fat is no exception.